let me not have any further ado. Let me introduce our moderator for the evening, Joe Matthews, a well-known author, speaker, and industry expert. Take it away, Joe.
Welcome. I've got a question for the panel. We're here to learn about franchising. And if you look up the word franchise in Webster's dictionary, you're going to hear it defined, paraphrasing, something as it's the license to distribute products and service, where the franchisor is a licensor and the franchisee is the licensee. Put another way, it defines a franchise in strictly legal terms. So my first question to the panel, is that an adequate definition of franchising? And if not, what would be a better definition? Elaine, why don't I start with you? You've been in franchising for, I'm sorry, Eileen, for 34 years. How would you define a franchise?
I think when you look at a franchise, and as Joe said, we've been in business for 34 years. So when you look at that, you realize it is a great business to be able to survive all of the ups and downs that you have in businesses. And a franchise, what you're doing is you're buying a proven system. And that's really important for people because, you know, as it was said here, you're not going into business by yourself. There is a proven system. There are all of the necessary things to make you successful at what you do, as long as you follow the system. So franchising is a great way for people to get into business and limit the risk. But I think you have to always remember that when you are going into business, there is a certain amount of risk. And you, as people who are considering buying business, you have to say to yourself, are you comfortable with risk? And are you comfortable looking at it and saying to yourself, I can limit my risk by becoming a franchisee? And it's just a beautiful way to go into business. I know at Huntington Learning Center, we change children's lives. We change families' lives. And it's just not a business. It really is something that you have to be really passionate about. And it's just amazing what we do. As I was saying to Joe before, we are now seeing children of children who came to us when we first started. And that just says what a great, great business that now we are seeing the children of children that we serviced 34 years ago. So franchising is just a great way to get into business.
So Eileen, if I hear you right, I'm playing back what I heard. So you see it as a mitigation of risk. You see it as a business format, almost a connect the dots way of doing business. JD, do you have something that you could add to that?
So the way I actually look at it is, we've kind of talked about this before with like Zig Ziglar saying that, you know, you don't actually buy a drill for the drill. You buy a drill for the hole it's going to make, right? So I think of franchising really as a vehicle. It's about where do you want to go and how are you going to get there. There's a lot of different franchises. There are a lot of wonderful companies. Eileen has a wonderful company, Huntington Learning Centers. Ours is somewhat similar in that we work with you know, adults, seniors, pretty much anyone who needs any type of service within the home, but you know, doesn't want to move to a nursing home. So, but it's not just like what we do. It's, you know, really about our franchisees and what we're doing for them, because it's by their actions and what they're doing in their own community that's going to help them go to where they want to go to. Just like, you know, all of you here tonight aren't here just because, you know, you love sitting on the 7th floor of this beautiful building. You're hoping that you're going to get something out of this that's going to help you take your life to whatever the next step of your life is, and that's why you're really here.
So you see it as a strategy to fulfill on dreams.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.